we started at Thinkers as a group of just 3 to 10 people, and it's really great and rewarding to see us grow to hundreds. A little bit about me. I hope you appreciate the little cat there. It's very cute. I just create AI-powered tools for companies. It's usually internal tools, but who cares? A couple of fun facts. I speak 6 languages because I lived in about 4 countries before. I recently became a parent. Yay! And I was really excited about this. This was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. And it's only been 2 months, so the best part is still ahead. We called him Samir, just before any questions, and it's a boy. And the last part is that building this community has been the most rewarding experience so far. I'm really glad to see you all here. So this is the schedule for today. First, we're going to have some introductions, which we're doing right now, and we're a little bit behind the schedule. Then we're going to have a couple of demos. I promise you, they're all high quality. I'm really excited to see them. Next, we're going to have a break, and then first speaker, another break, and then the next speaker. I'm not going to spoil the speakers yet, but I think you can find them on Luma. So yeah, that's fine. And we have new community experts. You can actually stand up or something like this. And I don't see you.
Come back here.
Oh yeah. And if you could please just give them a round of applause, because we really appreciate your help, guys. Thank you for doing what you do. Now, special thanks today for Deloitte for sponsoring the food. I hope you really liked it.
Hey everyone, my name is Boris. It's actually not my first time here. I've been around this community quite a few times. I've met with Hai on many different occasions. A lot of you know Deloitte as sort of an accounting brand or an audit brand. We also do quite a lot of management consulting, and in fact, we have about 600 people in Canada that do data and AI pretty exclusively as sort of their business. In a lot of cases, we actually specialize in commercial solutions, so we work with the largest organizations in the world to bring data and AI, Gen AI, stuff like that, as sort of robust solutions to them so they can use on a daily basis. I manage our team of data and AI experts here in Ottawa. We have about 40 people on staff here in Ottawa, all the way from people who specialize in strategy to data management, which is me, so I'm a bit behind the curve, but I also, good leaders employ good people, so I also have about 10 data scientists, PhDs, heavy staff that do data and bring data primarily to our clients here in Ottawa, which is obviously the federal government. I'm super excited to come to this community and listen and hear from everyone, because this is where innovation happens. I've been in Meetup before, and this is where, and without innovations, folks like me don't really have a business and don't really have anything to scale. And I think that, for example, us, we don't do innovation that well. And I'm super excited to meet entrepreneurs and innovators in this room and hear about stuff that you're doing, because everyone in this room are on the sort of bleeding edge of technology, and I just like to be informed about sort of what's next. So super excited to be here, and hopefully I can give you a couple minutes back to your agenda.
And the next special thanks goes to Invest Ottawa for hosting us here.
So my name is Hai. If this is your first time here, I'm usually come on here to just say a few words about our online community. So quick question: is anyone here not on the Discord? Anyone here on the Discord right now? Raise your hand. Okay, so you see all those hands around you. You feel like you're missing out. You do? Well, you can always scan this QR code. It'll take you right into our Discord. We have about 350 people. Lots of them are building with large language models in production. Lots of them are not even from here. And I'll get into that in a quick second. So feel free to scan the QR code. Alright, so one of the benefits of being on our Discord is that you get access to all these experts around the world who are talking to us over Zoom. So we have some upcoming webinars that we want you guys to participate in. One is with Ikin from Run AI. If you don't know Run AI, all you have to know is, I think NVIDIA is trying to buy them, but we're not going to be talking about that. We're actually going to be talking about serving large language models. And Julia actually was director of ML at GitHub Copilot, or GitHub, but then in the GitHub Copilot team. And she recently started her own company doing LLM eval. And we're going to talk to her live, and you get to join a conversation if you sign up for our stuff. So that's coming up. And if you're interested in any of those webinars that I just mentioned, again, you can pull out your phone and scan this QR code, and it'll take you right into it. So last time we had a webinar with this guy, Prakash, from a company called Vellum. And he told me this really cool trick if you use OpenAI. So if you use OpenAI and you're trying to figure out if the output is true or false, sometimes it'll hallucinate, but you can kind of catch that by using this parameter called FoxProp, which gives you the probability of how confident the model is when it gives you that one token output. So if it's true, but then the log says 0.5 or something, you should probably reject that because it's not that confident. All right, gonna move on now. I'm just gonna wait for a few folks in the back on the Android phones trying to scan this code. All right, so this part, we're gonna need some sound. So I'm just gonna click this and hopefully everything plays.
Hey everyone! I am so excited to introduce our weekly co-hacking sessions with you all. A time once a week for beginners and experienced folks to come together to build and learn alongside other tinkerers. I'm Nelda, a former startup founder originally from San Francisco, now leading product at a 3D Gen AI company, Masterpiece X, here in Ottawa. And I am thrilled to dive into something that's not just exciting, but a game changer for all of us here in Ottawa who thrive on building innovation and community. This weekly co-hacking idea started when reflecting on my experience being part of startup accelerators and living and working in places like Boost BC, AGI House, and Noisebridge, right in the heart of startup culture. Places like San Francisco and Silicon Valley have inspired so many folks to cultivate a culture of building, focus, and growth. So I asked myself, why not bring some of that to our community here at AI Tinkers? Since we've kicked off in February, we've hosted over 6 co-hacking sessions. Every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m., we've seen some of you join us after work, sharing ideas, working on your apps, and turning tutorials into projects. It's been really amazing seeing what you've all have accomplished and the connections that have been made in the process. Now looking ahead, and I know it's really ambitious, we've got really big dreams. Imagine a co-working and co-living mansion where we can collaborate daily with AI companies, host impactful events, and welcome builders and investors into the space. From tutorials to side projects and full-time projects to startups, we're setting the stage for everyone to rocket their dreams into reality. Now just imagine what starts as taking a tutorial can turn into a side project, which eventually turns into a full-time project, which then turns into a startup, which can then turn into the next billion-dollar company. And it all starts by coming to our weekly co-hack just once a week. So don't miss our upcoming co-hacks on April 24th, tomorrow, and May 1st. It's your chance to be part of this vibrant community. Whether you're starting out or looking to scale up, let's make magic happen together. Thanks for watching. Join us and let's co-hack our way to innovation. See you on Wednesday.
All right, so that was an announcement, and we've been running this experiment for about a couple of weeks now. Borrowing this really common term in the last few weeks, this is now officially GA. Like, this is open to the public now, and you can join us every week on a Wednesday. Nella was really adamant about coming here tonight, but she's actually on a plane right now, flying from San Francisco back to Ottawa. So like, why would you even say that? Just make a video. So that's what you just saw. And the next one we're hosting is on April 24th, which is actually tomorrow. So if you want to join us tomorrow, scan the QR code. Alright, I'm just going to move on. Alright, so all the stuff happening around town. For fun, so anyone here is into like logging and tracing, all that good stuff, you should scan this QR code, join the group, make some friends, talk about logging and tracing if you're like that kind of person. And tomorrow, our friend Simon McDonald is spreading awareness about building the web without using JavaScript. So Simon and JavaScript has a really complicated relationship. If you know Simon, you know that he's all for building the web with the tools that are given to you by the web standards. So like just HTML, even if you're filling forms. So tomorrow, challenge yourself, turn off JavaScript on your website and see what happens. And if you want to hang out with Simon, I think you can scan this QR code. You can find him there. All right, up next we have Greg. Greg has some really awesome stories to tell on this trip in Vegas.
Thank you, hi. So I work at Solace on the West End, and they were good enough to send me and Ed to the Google Next Cloud conference, which happened in Vegas a couple weeks ago. I can tell you some of the stuff, but you know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They had a lot of really interesting talks. I learned a lot, and I even met a couple Ottawa folks there too. One of them happens to be sitting right in the middle here. Gleb, he's an architect at Google, and he was giving a talk. So I tried to sign up for it, but it was completely full, and then I sort of snuck my way in and learned about the Alloy DB, I think, right? Yeah. I also met Elvis and Harrison Chase. One of them is real, I wasn't sure which one. When I met Harrison, I told him I was from the Ottawa AI Tinker. He's like, oh, what you guys are doing is really great there. And he said, say hi to Hi for me. So there you go. You should have seen the lineup to see this guy. Like, he's a rock star. I was at the front of his talk, and as soon as he was done, like, I rushed up to talk to him, and there were 5 people in front of me. And there were like 30 people behind me. It was just crazy. So I went with Ed. Ed, you might recognize, he's also an Ottawa AI Tinker. He couldn't make it here tonight. What else? Oh yes, if any of you saw the first talk that I gave out rubber ducks to everyone. That's sort of my thing. So I came up across the booth with a huge rubber duck, so they were kind enough to take my picture. And I went with my wife, who's up there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What's new in AI? Okay, so Llama 3 just came out. So I scooped a couple of memes off of Reddit. Now, they're a bit hyperbole, but Llama 3 70B model looks pretty darn good. I guess the only downside is in a very small context. It's 8K versus like 128 or a million with Google, but it looks like performance-wise, it's actually on par with other closed models, which is kind of cool. I especially like this one. AI is dangerous. Okay, so what's new? There was a lot. So this is like a tenth of what happened the last month. So there were a lot of open source models. So as you know, that's the part that's near and dear to my heart. So we got Llama 3, Mistral, Mixture of Experts, Databricks. Just today, I think we got the 5.3, which looks like it's doing really well, like at the small LLM category. Stability AI to be stable code. Then we got Gemma code, and we got a recumbent Gemma, which is very interesting, and Command R Plus, and I'm sure I'm missing other ones. New closed models. So at the Google Cloud conference, they announced that Gemini 1.5 Pro was GA. We got Grok 1.5 Vision, GPT-4 Turbo Vision, and not an LLM, but it's OpenAI Assistant API went to version 2. AGI for music, question mark. So I don't know if you've used Udio or Suno, but man, they are amazing. You can write a song and you can still sort of tell that it's a computer that did it, but they're getting really, really good. Oh, my emoji didn't show up. So there's supposed to be a face melting emoji at the end of this, because Stability in AI and Inflection AI had some difficulties, losing a lot of people. Some are going to Google, some are just like, screw it, I'm out of here. Andrew Ng, who's like the OG for AI courses, joins the Amazon board, and Mistral is looking to raise capital at a $5 billion valuation, which is pretty good for a small, young company.
So the first we're going to have demos. The first demo will be text to image, image to text, and then let's see what happens. Jerome will be presenting it. Jerome is an ex-software developer for manager at Shopify, and now he's building apps. And then we'll have a demo from Neil. He's a head of product and co-founder at Babel. And his demo will be very interesting because you can use it. It's a drag and drop builder for multimodal AI workflows, and he is a really good presentation for you. The next speaker will be Dmitry. He's going to present beyond the standard tagging phase trainer. I am really excited for this one because I've been hearing about it for like a month. Right here. I think it's there working. Yeah, for about a month. So we're gonna end the event with Valentina. She's going to be speaking about transforming healthcare with AI and what AI is doing right now and what AI is going to be doing in the future. And I think this is it.
Was there clicker? Okay, so got a little surprise for you guys. Everybody excited? If you're excited, make some noise. You get 2 stickers after. Alright. Here's the surprise.
Hello, AI Tinkers Ottawa. I'm Mike from Open Interpreter. Recently, Open Interpreter launched the O1, a fully open source AI hardware device. Now, pre-orders were only available in the States, but I thought I'd come up to Ottawa to show you how you can make your own. So I will be at the next AI Tinkers at the end of May, and I'll be talking about Open Interpreter, the O1, and I hope to see you there. Here's a little sneak peek of what we've been working on lately.
This is our legacy.
This is the spider that Grimes rode on stage at Coachella last night. Her team reached out like 2 weeks ago and asked us if we could put the O1 inside it. This is like a little version of the O1 Lite that talks to the spider. What's your name?
Beep, beep, boop. Generating response.
Everything is running.
I'm the digital incarnation of Grimes, but you can call me Cyber Grimes. What brings you to chat with a mechanical spider today?
Cyber Grimes. How was last night, Cyber Grimes?
Beep, beep, boop. Beep, boop, beep.
Everything is running through a satellite, so it's beaming it down from the heavens.
Last night was electric. I danced on stage at Coachella while the human Grimes DJ'd. The vibe was cosmic, especially when she played music from machines. I just couldn't stop moving. Have you ever felt like a song was just made for you?
Okay, so AI Tinkers, at the next AI Tinkers, we're going to be welcoming Mike Bird, who works at Open Interpreter. Is anyone here familiar with Open Interpreter? Okay, a few hands. Alright, so it's basically an open source, started as an open source code interpreter, but then now it becomes a hardware project. So you can actually take the blueprint off of their website and print out a little like humane pin of your own for free, and then slap on the open operating system, and now you have your own humane pin that actually works. It doesn't like cost you $700 to buy. So we'll be welcoming Mike Bird to Ottawa for the next AI Tinkers, which is on May 28th, and it'll be hosted by Eric Filion. So watch out for that one. And now, let's get started with the first demo. 2 hands up.